Assalamu alaikum. There are 3 reasons that really stuck out to me, what pulled me into Islam. For one, there has been this overwhelming sense of peace that I have not felt with anything else. And I was very much into my Catholic faith when I was in high school, and that definitely gave me a sense of peace, but with Islam, it's different. And I think the other 2 reasons are part of it. One is the Qur'an. I've had so many miraculous moments with the Qur'an, but I really want to talk about the mandatory prayers. That's the 3rd reason, and that has brought me a lot of peace if I'm able to stay focused in the prayers. And those 3 things are really what are the glue for me. I am still nowhere near following all the rules of Islam. I find that really hard, but that's another topic for another day. I want to highlight the mandatory prayers. So one, I didn't learn the Arabic all at once, but slowly I've been getting line by line the Arabic. And I'm currently, currently I have a portion of the mandatory prayers memorized. And I have noticed, the more I have memorized the Arabic, it reminds me of sort of like how cats, when they purr, it's like a healing kind of frequency. So if you can be around a cat who's purring, it's good for your health and soul. And that's what it feels like with the Arabic. When I say it in Arabic, it has this calming effect. The English version does too. And I'm glad I know the English version because I'm understanding the meaning, at least translated into English. So that's one part. It's interesting where there's a noticeable shift when I go from Arabic and then I go to the English. It's like a subtle, it's still calming, but there's something that's missing. And so I am excited to continue learning the Arabic of the prayers. The part where I still don't have memorized is one of my favorite times in the prayer. There's 2 parts that are really, I love of the prayer. This part where I'm still doing the English is when you're kneeling and you say, I'm blanking. All greetings, prayers, and expressions. All greetings, prayers, and beautiful expressions are for Allah. Peace be upon you, O Prophet, and Allah's mercy and blessings. Peace be upon us and all righteous servants of Allah. And then we say, with our finger pointed towards Mecca, or towards the Kaaba, I guess is essentially Shahada. You're saying this every time you say the prayer. There is no God except Allah. I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. And this part of it is really cool, especially this, because lately I've been trying to focus my feeling of being in line with the Kaaba, being in line with Mecca, and feeling that energy throughout my whole body. And that's all I have to say about that part. It's just kind of cool to try to really picture that line, because I'm so far away physically, but I think it can bring you close. And then the second part, which is my favorite, and it was inspired by this, I'm sorry I'm blanking on his name, But he is a doctor. He's a Muslim doctor who has a TikTok. He has a great take on things. Since listening to him, he has changed me. And I've only watched a few of his TikToks. One is he talks about how important it is to take your time in sujood when you have your forehead on the ground, because this is the closest we are to Allah, and spend time there. And in that moment, if you can really take your time in it, there's such amazing peace that comes, and you do feel that connection. Another about this doctor who I'm talking about, I think his name is Khalid. I am sorry, I'm blanking on his name. But he talks about how I just have to find his name and you have to listen to what he says. But he talks about shaitan's whispers and how it's always these negative thoughts that come into our head, and it takes us away from Allah, like when we start to go down that trail that shaitan is injecting into our thoughts. And he speaks of this word. I don't know what he says because I think he says it in Arabic. But it's basically, it's like saying this prayer, but you don't have to say it on your lips. And what's more important is saying it in your heart. And so lately, when I hear shaitan's whispers, I pause and try to really feel it in my heart. I close my eyes. And I try to I ask for Allah's help in silencing shaitan's whispers and keeping me on the straight path. And it seems to be working, but I have to stop. I literally have to stop moving, close my eyes, and pay attention to my heart. Have a good day.